y'all, it's Lacey, the Catholic Icing Lady, and today I'm going to show you how to draw this really fun picture of the saints in heaven. So today we're going to draw a picture of some of the saints in heaven with Jesus. And we're going to start with a cloud because a lot of times people think about heaven being up in the sky and they usually draw it with clouds. So we're going to start with a cloud. We're going to make big bumps and little bumps all around to make our cloud. Just like that. So we're going to start with our first saint on this left side. We're going to start with a small circle for the head. Then I'm going to make this one a bishop. So I'm going to put one of those pointy hats on him. It's called a mitre. There we go. Then we're going to draw kind of a t-shirt shape. These are just going to be really, really simple saints because we're putting a bunch of small ones in this one cloud. So I'm just going to give him little circles for hands. Then some closed eyes and a smile. And he gets a crozier, which looks like a shepherd's staff. There, now we're going to draw our second saint, and I'm going to make this one look like Mother Teresa. So again, we're going to start with a small circle for the head, and then I'm going to put a habit on top of her head with a few lines because she has the blue edging on hers. Again, kind of just a t-shirt shape. It's just going to go all the way down into the cloud. And more circles for hands. And if you make their hands like touch, it'll look like they're holding hands. Now she also gets this thing across her chest here with more of her stripes, those blue stripes. So I'm just going to do a few more lines there. Now I'm going to continue her habit, and then it's going to come down behind her just a little bit. And then she also gets a face and a smile. Okay, I think we're ready for our third saint. For my third saint, I'm actually going to draw an angel. So some of the angels we refer to as saints, like Saint Michael or Saint Gabriel. And the angels are also up in heaven. Okay, another circle and another t-shirt shape. So they're all just wearing long robes. And more circle hands that are touching the hands next to it. You really could put as many saints in your cloud as you wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to do some simple hair here on my angel. And a face. Now the angel's going to get some wings. So we're going to bring those out and then put bumps along the edge like feathers. And a wing on the other side. There we go. Now if you want to add more saints in your cloud, then you go right ahead. What we're going to write on our cloud is, the saints are in heaven with Jesus. Now, if you've never really thought about exactly what a saint is, I'm here to tell you everyone who goes to heaven is a saint. And since God wants all of us to go to heaven, we are all called to sainthood. So that means even you are called to be a saint. So even though everyone who goes to heaven is a saint, only some saints are canonized by the Catholic Church. That means that the Church is sure that this person went to heaven, so it's safe to call them a saint. The canonization process takes years after someone dies, so it takes quite a while to become a canonized saint. Okay, now that I have my cloud and all my saints and I have my writing in, I'm just going to come put some little rays around the saints, like light and joy is just radiating from the saints from heaven. I like these little guys. I think they're pretty cute. Okay, I'm going to put some halos around their head because we almost always picture the saints with halos. Sometimes I forget my halos, but today I'm going to not forget them. So you should now have your completed drawing, and now we can start coloring our saints. So I'm going to put the stripes in around Mother Teresa's habit in blue. Then I'm going to go ahead and color my halos in a yellow or golden color. If you have decided to draw different saints than me, or even if you've drawn the same saints as me, you might color them in different colors. And the different symbols or colors that we add to our saint drawings is what gives us indication for what saint they are. So you might do yours in different colors if they weren't exactly the same saints I was doing. Now, the reason why we love to learn about the saints is because the saints are our religious heroes. We want to imitate them as much as possible because they went to heaven and we want to go too, and we really want to imitate the love that they have for God. Because the saints are already in heaven with Jesus, we can pray to them and ask them for help. We also ask them to offer their prayers for us. Now, even though the saints are our role models and we have a lot of respect for them, we don't worship the saints. We worship God alone. Now, the saints also only worshiped God alone, and they want to help lead us to Him. They would be very sad if we misunderstood their role and tried to worship them. They want God to have all the glory, and so do we. We have so many canonized saints now that there are saint feast days on every single day. In fact, every day there's more than one saint feast day. Just like, you know how we have birthdays, and every day it's more than one person's birthday too. So even though each saint has his or her own feast day, we also have a day that we celebrate all the saints. It happens each year on November 1st, and we call it All Saints Day. Now, All Saints Day is a holy day of obligation, so that means we always go to Mass on this important day. Some families like to celebrate All Saints Day with a party, and the kids all get to dress up in their favorite saint costumes. I am so glad you guys joined me for this Friday How to Draw. Definitely check out my next video.